I just finished taping the introduction to crochet thread, and I'm going to see if I can do a star really quick. So you're even going to see me pull off this and find the start of my thread. And if this is up, there you are. Okay. Okay, my son ran in and was noisy, so I'm going to start over. I'm going to do the basic slip knot. I'll show you how I make mine. Teresa and Mikey really have it covered on the internet, on YouTube. But I make my loop and I put it through the top. Don't know why, I just do. And then I put my B. I would use a C if you're starting. So put it on my crochet hook. I'm going to do four chains. 1, 2. I'm going to be a little slower on here because I can't see it. When I do it for real life, I've got it 4 inches from my face. And for the movie, I can't do that. So I'm going to do 4 chains, and I'm not going to make it very tight. I mean, it's kind of average tight, but I didn't really pull it because now I have to crochet into each one. So I've got 4. I'm going to skip the one I just did, go to the second one, and slip stitch into it. So thread over and pull through. So that's pulling through 1. Make it a little looser. Okay, so I slip stitch into the first one. I'm going to single crochet into the second one. So that is going to be just like a slip stitch, except at this point I'm going to put the thread back over and do my slip stitch. Okay. And then my last one, still left, I go into that stitch and I'm going to slip stitch again. And that's all there is to it. So I have just made a petal. Now you can decide if you want to do 4 petals, 5 petals, 6 petals, 7 petals, 8 petals. The more petals you put on, at the end, the bigger your hole will be in the center. It'll be harder to close it up. But you know, if you're going to put a brad through anyway, because we're doing paper crafting, so a hole in the center is not a bad thing for us. So anyway, I just did 1 petal. Let's do another petal. You count 4 again. So I'm going to do 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, this is going to be my second petal. I'm going to slip stitch. I'm going to skip the first one I just did. So I got 3 left. Slip stitch, single crochet, slip stitch. That's all there is to it. So the first one's going to be the slip stitch. The second one's going to be a single crochet. And that means the thread goes back over. Okay. Let me pull it up to my eyes. Good golly, Miss Molly. So I'm going to go back to my slip stitch again. I seriously need a pair of glasses. I'm hoping you can see this. Then go over. So I just had to do my slip stitch over again. Can I get through both of those? Alright, that feels better. And like I just got stuck there where it wouldn't pull and get tight. So I just undid my stitch and redid it. And that's what you'd have to do. And then the last chain is going to be a slip stitch again. Alright, and there's my second petal. So for this I'm just going to do a star. I'm going to do 3 more like this. I might either cut it or we will fast forward it. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I have crocheted a 5-pointed star. It looks a little scary, doesn't it? Let us get our needles out. And I'm going to take out my needlepoint needles, because I don't want to spend a lot of time having to rethread trying to get the thread on here all the time. This is a pretty thick thread, so let me see if I can get it through there we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take this end and connect it to this star. And now you can leave it like that if you like that, because that will let your brad through. But at this point I like to tighten it up. So I'm going to put it through the tops of all the stars, the points. There's one thread on top that you'll see when you do yours. And when I've gotten to the top of nearly all of them, I think that is all of them actually, I'm going to pull on the thread gently. So I'm just going to pull it, it's going to close up that center. So if you leave this looser, you'll have more of a hole in the center than if you don't. And the more petals you have, the bigger that hole's going to be no matter how much you pull. So at this point you need to get this thread not to let go. So you're going to weave it into the back of your star. You're going to find various threads and you're going to pull it through 5 or 6 times. And it almost takes as much time to finish a star as it does to crochet it. Let me do a few more here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this. And I got these at Big Lots, but any pair of scissors will do. I think the reason they're up like that is so you don't hurt your star when you cut your thread. It's probably why they do like that. Okay, gotta get one more tail done, so gotta put that onto the needle. And same thing, I'm going to go the other direction because it started on the other side. But I'm hiding it on the back and I'm putting it through big pieces of thread. Pressure on them. You don't have to finish it as hard as I am here. Just 1 or 2 times through maybe. Dab some hot glue on it and be done with it, huh? But there you go. And there is a star. Your first star for a card. Well, thanks for joining me and have a great day.